as you were telling me, why did you decide to come to the police department right now?
I just came down, right down the street from my house to applaud Chief Katz Road and the Jupiter Police Department, and they've been incredible since Thanksgiving Day, and I just wanted to come and shake his hand.
And now, Jim, we were talking before, and I was telling you I talked to one detective, and he told me about how happy he was because it paid off, all the signs and all the efforts that they made. Tell me about that and how much that meant to you guys.
Right, I appreciate the community stepping forward and organizing the flyer drive and just getting Paul's face out there in front of everybody and keeping his picture on the news. You guys have done incredible, all the bumps and everything that you had been doing, and I just wanted to come down and thank everybody for the entire community has gotten behind. I told my wife, Michaela's smile opened the world, and everybody's just been really incredible.
And now I know you've been asked 1,000 times, but Jim, what does this mean to you that finally, this is over, 5 weeks of just searching for him and not being able to find him? What does this mean for you today?
Well, it means I'll be able to sleep a little better tonight, and I won't be patrolling the inside of my house with my shotgun, thinking that the monster is right around the corner. I've been in protective mode, and now that he's captured, at least, my family, we can even begin the healing process. We haven't even really been able to mourn because we're still in that protective mode, and this doesn't bring Michaela back, and I'm not jumping with joy because, her room is still empty. But, the monster's in a cage, and that's a start.
Now, Jim, he was found in Monroe County. The fact that he was able to get this far, tell me what was going through your mind all this time, for him not being found and everyone looking for him, so much manpower out there looking for him, and he wasn't, he was just nowhere to be found. What do you think of that he got so far?
I was surprised that they found him there, but the U.S. Marshals Department, the Jupiter Police Department, the FBI, CIA, all kinds of people have been involved, and I just want to thank them for tracking him down wherever he ended up, and it was the keys. Apparently he's not as smart as he thought he was.
Well, and tell me about America's Most Wanted. Obviously, they've put him on the program several times. Tonight he was on again, and then look what happened. Do you think this really paid off? Just all this.
Right. I enjoyed the irony because tonight we were watching America's Most Wanted, and I knew that Paul was watching America's Most Wanted, I assume, and I also knew that while he was watching America's Most Wanted, that his hotel room was being surrounded. And the irony was kind of nice.
Now, how did you guys find out that he had been caught tonight?
Manny from the U.S. Marshal's office called me and said that he had been spotted, and then a little while later he called and said that the person there at the hotel clerk, had verified that from a photo that it was indeed Paul, and they found his car there, and so I knew that an arrest or his death was imminent.
Now tell me, you and Muriel, what went through your minds when you heard that, when you got that phone call?
I was excited to hear that, the monster's in a cage, but now it just begins a long court process that I was hoping to avoid.
Exactly. What do you hope happens now? Obviously, you guys are beginning now the healing process with Michaela and all those other loved ones. But what do you hope happens to him? What do you hope happens now?
Well, whether he was caught or not, I knew that sooner or later, either in this life or the next, that he would get justice. And at this point, he's been captured. I'm sure that with him killing a baby and a pregnant woman and multiple murders, that I'm sure that they'll go for the death penalty, I would assume, and so I'll be behind them in that.
Exactly. And once again, tell me just your thoughts on all the effort that was put here, all the manpower that was put to find him and finally catch this guy.
It's just been overwhelming, and from the minute the first police officer on scene was Quinn, I don't know his last name, but he came in Michaela's room and he was helping do mouth to mouth on Michaela, and as we were all working on her, and And I hugged him, and I'm going to be writing thank you notes to the chief in honor of Quinn. I wish I knew his last name. And he was the very first one I encountered, and right up to this moment, they've all been above and beyond, incredible.